Hello, Cancer risings. This is your new moon and Capricorn forecast from December 23rd through January 6th, when the full moon will be in Cancer. But right now, the new moon's in Capricorn in your seventh house of relationships, other people. So you're gauging what rules you have around this, what success means to you in this area. So I would say this is what is the structure of my relationships? What is the framework that they're based off of? And this is a new seed in that. What do I want my friends to be like? What do I want? Who do I want to associate with? What do I want out of my clientele? It's not just friends, it's not just clients, it's also romantic partners. So I think that comes under the microscope for sure. Now, this new moon is square to Jupiter and Aries, which is your 10th house of career. And the two are in tension. They are kind of tug of warring, like, oh, I want new friends. I need to go out and meet them. Well, you also want to push toward career and public reputation and social status and being authentic and being true there and showing yourself for who you are. That's kind of scary when all the people know you for one thing, and maybe you want to do something new in your career area, and vice versa. Like if I put myself out there in my career, that may change the way others see me, things of that nature. So it's relationships and career for you this new moon phase. Mars is retrograde in Gemini, which kind of tells you a little bit about the career area. Jupiter expanding that for you this year. There's a lot of energy in the career and public reputation area. And you may have to do some strategizing in the relationship area in order to put the time in. Where does that strategizing come in? Mars retrograde in Gemini. This is your 12th house of spirituality, reflection, retreat. You may have been doing some pulling back over the last, I don't know, month and a half, 2 months, because it's been since Halloween. So if you've been feeling the need for space or been too busy, it could be the opposite. There is a need to do research in this area. How do I get myself spiritually aligned in order to push myself forward into my career? And also what kind of relationships I want. This comes through kind of a spiritual alignment that you are really researching right now, letting yourself kind of wander off. It could be also that lack of energy, lack of clarity with Mars retrograde there, but it's giving you time to percolate all the ideas. Okay, this is where imagination is. This is where dreams are. So that's percolating. Saturn, which rules the Capricorn stuff, is in your eighth house of investments. There's been a lot of work there, investing your time, investing your energy, investing your money, maybe even putting in work that doesn't even get you money. The eighth house is other people's money. It is how you share your time, how you share your money, how you put in the work, and you've been doing a lot of that. It's also inheritance, and grants and gifts and what you get from others as well. But Saturn there kind of makes it work on the investment side, on the sharing yourself, putting in all your work with, organizations to help humanity, and it doesn't really pay you back, which is kind of difficult. But it is teaching you some things, it's teaching you about your worth. And so I think that's a part of what this new moon phase is about, is learning about what you're worth, both in a relationship context and in a career context. And doing that by going into your spirit, allowing your imagination to wander. What do I want to do next? What's my next strategy? Where do I want to invest? Maybe I'm done investing for nothing. Maybe I want an investment to pay me back now. The eighth house is also contracts. So Saturn being there could be contracts made, contracts broken, but that is all part of this investment empowerment. And you may have felt a little disempowered since Saturn went into your eighth house. But that's about to change. We're about to have Saturn in Pisces, which is really exciting for Cancer risings, I think. And then, eventually on January 6th, the full moon will be in your first house of self and comfort and really feeling yourself. So maybe even being seen. So this new moon phase is about people, and it's about what your goals are and how the two fit together. Okay. What is the framework of my relationships? What do I want out of my clientele? What do I want out of the people in my life? And how am I fitting into this? Now, don't forget, December 29th, Mercury goes retrograde in your seventh house. So there could be some wonkiness there with your relationships, with communicating. And it could have to do with Saturn in your eighth house. Maybe you've put in so much you can't give anymore, and you decide I can't give you any more of my time or my energy or my effort. But something changes around December 29th, and there is a different feeling there with regards to a relationship of some sort. I think it clears a lot of things up. I don't think things get really moving for the new year till mid-January or perhaps a little beyond that. So give yourself some space to keep doing the Mars retrograde in the 12th house thing and chilling out, being in your spiritual self, being in your imagination, your dreams, and letting your mind just percolate there. You know, what do I want? What do I need? What's my next plans? They'll come to you. They sure will, especially during the Mercury retrograde, I think. All right, guys, I'll see you January, sometime before January 6th for the full moon in Cancer, which is trine and sextile Uranus. It's a big change, big freedom coming. I'll see you then.